We are recording. What's up, YouTube? We are doing a little bit of a different one today. Nothing reaction based. Well, kind of. It's kind of reaction based. I guess we're not really doing gameplay or anything, but we're doing a little bit of COD Pro reactions, CDL reactions. The OpTic Texas versus Vegas Legion game today that happened. What was it? The middle game today.
Yep.
And it was a good game. It went round 5, game 11, or what? Game 5, round 11. Said it backwards. It was a banger of a match, and actually a pretty surprising match to me. I don't know how you felt about it, but it surprised me a lot how Vegas came out on the respawns.
Very surprising, especially for the search and destroy scene.
Yeah, and it honestly almost felt like a backwards series. It almost felt like OpTic kind of had the searches locked down, and then Vegas kind of had the respawns locked down, which is really weird to me. Like, Vegas is winning controls. Like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No, but in all reality, I haven't had anybody on this channel, so this is my boy Casey. We play COD together. We play a lot of shit together. We played a lot of things together. And is my cousin, so give him his shout out and his flowers. But he'll be with me on this video today, and don't necessarily quote me on it, but I really would like to make this a series where we kind of do 3 videos every weekend after every single match, and obviously the weekends that don't have a match, we might do like a 1 video weekend type thing where we kind of talk about maybe some weekend moves that happened or drama or whatever happened. I mean, you guys seen Tactical Rap, kind of like a thing like that. Maybe like a shorter type video on matches, matchless weekends or whatever. But the weekends that have matches, I would really love to do a kind of talk show type thing. I know it's getting more popular and more popular with everybody doing it and naming it cool things and all that. We gotta find a cool name for it, Casey.
We'll get one.
What, The Hill or some shit? I don't know. We'll figure something out. Pretty cool, guys. But yeah, we really want to make this a series. Yeah, it's on our to-do list. But right now we have one match for you guys, kind of as a feeler. So we're gonna put this one out for you guys. OpTic Texas versus Vegas Legion. This was supposed to be a pretty easy match for OpTic and a very hard match for Legion. And as you guys will see, it didn't necessarily turn out that way. So
one that Legion needs bad.
Yes, and yeah, building off what you just said, this is almost Vegas Legion's season life right here. So you'll see what happens. I'm sure anybody who's watching this video kind of already knows what happens. So we'll get into it and we'll talk about it. I have a couple notes written down, 3 or 4 spots we're going to stop and kind of talk about important points that we thought really made a difference in the map or the round. Other than that, we're kind of going to go over the highlights and talk a little bit about the match. So let's get right into it. What do you say?
Already, before we even play the video, Clayster 25-13.
Yeah. So we start on a scoreboard.
He's a heater right now.
Yeah, it kind of tells the tale. Vegas really is just kind of out frying OpTic right here on a respawn, which is very strange. But TJ Halley really showed up this series, and I've been critical on him for the respawn, so I'm very glad to see this. He showed up on map 1 and map 4, so we'll get into that, but let's go ahead and start this one. We start off on a Vegas listen-in. Let's get it.
From OpTic. Let's find out will the Legion listen in.
What P is this, P4?
Yes. And you guys will kind of see this as a trend in this series, and we may bring it up quite a bit. It kind of just going to be reoccurring is what I'm getting at. Standy didn't have the greatest series.
Oh, yeah, 13-18 right now. And they're up 60 points.
Correct.
And Standy's the X factor on this team, so normally if he has a good map, it's not a close series and they win. So
correct, yeah. If he I think is their X factor. I think Standy's Vegas's X factor. If he doesn't have a pop-off series, it's going to be very hard for them to win a map. But they made it close. Yeah, Clayster there. I'm going to pause it there and kind of bring it back just a couple seconds. I want to talk about Clayster right here. This is huge to get this P5 kitchen hold right here, because if he doesn't get these two, they have full full laundry control, as well as somebody's going to wrap through here and get through back. So this is absolutely giant right there.
They line up perfect for him, and then Vegas gets easy rotation.
Yeah, see right here, see this is exactly what I'm talking about. Clayster wrapped through the back. This is exactly what you're gonna do. If you're in Clayster's position, this is exactly where you want to be. This is a free kill. He ended up finding a different free kill, but there we go.
But OpTic did really good at pinching a break.
Yeah, OpTic's a very good break team. They are very good at that.
We're still on 40.
Yeah, I mean, it is a close map. That's 4 dead.
The kill feed is all OpTic.
It's 4 dead. Oh, Temp wins that. So here we cut toward the end of the map, which is a very good ending. I want to talk about the score right here. OpTic was up 230 to about 210 on P2. And I understand, you look at the minimap, Vegas has control. They do. OpTic's a very good break team. Okay, they are very good at this. This should be a break.
Back gas. I mean, it's just a little point out. Clayster on 38.
Oh my gosh, that's tough. OpTic's so good at lining up. Yeah, I mean that's a 2-piece from Standy, a two-piece from Temp, and it's all out.
9 seconds left. This is
who
right here
gets a great read. Yeah, but TJ over here, he's unkillable right now. He look at him.
Nade comes in. Oh, that sucks. OpTic should have won this map on this rotation right here.
Oh.
Standy.
So they end up winning right there. I want to pause and I want to bring this back. We kind of talked about it personally between us two while we were watching, but when the second Standy pops that Deddy, the game changes. Let's go ahead and rewatch that. TJ goes big right there, getting hooked too. Or Shotzi, no Shotzi. But Deddy, boom, hip fire cheese.
Right, the hip
Shotzi is he's literally pre-aiming that corner and gets pissed on. TJ gets 2, and they win.
Look at the engagements from Dashy there. 30, he ends 34 and 33.
Yeah, I mean he's
engagements.
all over the point, and he's a minute in the point. Like
he's playing like an SMG.
He's doing a lot, and like I said, go ahead and talk about Eubanks. My God, he had.
I mean, Standy had a slow map, but this one of the game right here, that hip fire and then the.
He's also their hill kitten right now.
Yeah, I guess he has 2 minutes on point. Like he still had a big role, even though he wasn't the Slayer on the team this round.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, he did his job better than Ghosty did his job. Technically, is what you can mark it as.
Yeah. I think Ghosty has better shouts.
Yeah.
But Standy's an SMG, and normally you get your shouts from the AR.
Yeah. Different play styles and different roles. Definitely different play styles.
Seeing Clayster hyped like that, that's gotta be scary for OpTic.
Yeah, you don't want Clayster to get going. Here, this is insane. Ghosty should never live through this. We'll see. Don. Ah, man. Okay. I want to talk about this real quick. Donnie sees him wrapping around this corner. Let's see.
TJ's top P.
Right there. Right there. He sees him. TJ is not on the ground yet. He's not in sight. Why are we not calling that out? Why is Vegas Legion not calling out behind Palm Tree? He's not looking there.
he wasn't even paying attention. A bad nade. I mean, it happens. No one's gonna throw perfect.
Yeah, the dead nade.
But
Oh my gosh, it's tough to see.
I mean, but even if Temp wins that, he can't get to bomb.
No, yeah, Ghosty did play it well, but the nade needs to be thrown behind that box, because if it's thrown behind the box, he either has to run in front of the box and do his gun, or he dies to the nade, you know.
Yeah, I mean that Boomstick play won him the round.
Yeah.
3-1.
So 3-1 Vegas here, 2-3 lives. Ghosty finds one.
Big wrap here.
Shotzzy finds another. Eubanks 1v2. I don't remember what he does here.
Oh, I know. I think Ghosty sees him on that little wrap here, and then.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Ghosty heard him, I think, dive.
Yeah, he probably did hear him with the Saudi kid. But everyone does it, so can't be bad.
Yep. All 8 players on this map were using sound EQ. I don't want to hear anything about it.
OpTic complete the comeback and tie up the series 1-1.
5-4, OpTic Legion.
Yes, 5-4 in the first search. Map 2. Shotzzy gets a first blood. Ghosty gets another.
If Temp kills Ghosty on that snaking heavy, it's a different round.
100%. Bruce is in a huge position here, and that is a giant kill.
Stanley doesn't hear him snaking. Does he have?
He does. Snaking is less loud than it sounds on your screen, is what I've learned.
OpTic somehow find a way to capture B.
Clayster had no chance. No chance. OpTic wins that.
So this is the control.
Alright, look at Clay again. 4-0 start.
Yes. So Ghosty finishes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, right. Here it is.
Okay. So let's start it from the beginning. So we're gonna go into the control here. We'll get through standees. He dies here. He dies off that anyway. Nothing too big. Get this.
But who dies here? Ghosty's last on point.
Okay. Right here.
3.3 seconds left.
Minimap. Ghosty is the one guy on point. 5, as in Clayster, is right inside a keg door. He's mid-alley. He knows exactly where Ghosty is. Let's go ahead and take a shot at Clayster. They're going to switch to his POV. My thought on this is that Ghosty was behind this box and he wasn't able to wallbang the box, because the shots that Clayster shoots should not miss Ghosty. Those 100 right there. Those 100% hit. He has to be behind the box.
He moves out though, like he moves.
Yeah,
away from the
but
box.
there's boxes along that fence too.
That has to be what happens. Because now OpTic wins that gets B.
If Clayster gets the kill on Ghosty there, they 100% I don't think get B.
No, I think Vegas gets a huge round 1 defense.
And like right here, Ghosty going big again. Like Ghosty getting 2 there, temp comes from tower, just such an unfortunate event. I wanted to talk about that a little bit too, actually. I guess we pull a little bit farther, but so they get 4 dead. So right here, Shotzzy dies, Standy gets traded by Dashi, and right here, Ghosty cleans up 2 because they got 2, but they're missing Temp. Ghosty didn't realize Temp killed him from the tower. If Ghosty has the shout from his teammates, if Ghosty knows that he's running down from tower, I think OpTic wins that run.
Ghosty is the shout though.
Yeah, that's true. And it's tough. Like shit happens really fast and all that.
Yeah.
So, but
it's happening quicker than right now. Like,
and I'm sure he was reloading at some point too. He just killed 2 people, so it's understandable. I'm just saying, if with those 2 kills right there and them buying that much time, if he ends up playing his life and Donnie doesn't hop on the point and waits for his team, OpTic has a very good chance of taking that round.
Yeah, but he does the 1v1 Chow, which was the perfect timing from Temp.
Oh yeah, Temp played it perfectly, and it's just a great play by Donnie. It's just unfortunate because Ghosty had a really good two-piece to almost clean it up, and then ended up not working.
I mean, it would have been one of the bigger clutches of the season, especially on OpTic from Ghosty.
It would have been big. But let's get back into it, see what happens next. I think we'll probably end up being in this control again.
Yeah, that was the first round. I think Clayster went 8-2 in the first round.
Yeah, so round 2, Vegas attack. Clayster just
Very
popping.
powerful position. Very powerful.
Hook through the fence. Those are some shots.
I mean, if Clayster can do that last round, they win easier.
Yep.
Less ticks from OpTic, that's for sure.
So, oh, Temp with a great shot right there.
Oh, okay, that was TJ in field, but Temp was up window. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I was like, what the heck? OpTic's in a good position.
It's Standy. Standy goes big right there. Damaging Ghosty.
2 seconds. Can they get there? No.
So
OpTic won a defense.
Announcers just said they're tied in ticks. Like Shotzi's gonna call straight.
Vegas could have been up.
They could have been, yeah. So there's 1 in 10. Shotzi gets tap off spawn. Ghosty in tools. That's what I want to talk about here. Let's watch this out.
Right.
So watch Ghosty. Number 1. He's now on the point. He ran. Let's watch.
They get the win because he stays alive.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about this because Shotzi, a questionable cruise, he does get one that's actually pretty helpful from spawn.
But Ghosty's the only one up. I mean, Dashy's close, and Dashy gets a big win on TJ.
Yes.
But Ghosty being in this position gives him a little more freedom.
Ghosty being in bottom tools, they 100% know that he is in their side. They don't know where he is, but they know that he's on their side. Standy knows for sure. He chooses to run away, which leaves Ghosty here. Ghosty doesn't get a kill here, but I want you guys to know that's what's important about professional Call of Duty. You do not have to be getting kills 100% of the time to be a very good player.
Especially, look where Hook's spawning. He couldn't have spawned farther away from the point.
Hook is over there in Narnia. He just walked through the corridor, or what's it called, the wardrobe closet, and transferred over into Narnia. This guy is out of the map.
Shotzi's calling in a streak, so he's not going to be here for a second. I mean, his streak just landed, so he's getting back into the match.
Yeah, like because he didn't spawn there. He would have spawned there if he died, but he was using a streak, so that was a previous spawn. That's why he's closer than Hook. If he died with Hook in here, he would be out in Narnia too.
If Ghosty's aggressive and is on this point, TJ kills him. But Ghosty plays it patient.
Yep. Yeah. If Ghosty over Chow is in bottom tools, look where TJ's looking. Right inside bottom tools from that truck corner.
Yep. And that probably gives
Dashy the free shots. So. Yep. Yeah. And so Ghosty, you guys will kind of, if you watch the mini map here, this is bottom tools. He'll run out here, up the balcony, and he'll jump off back into point. Him playing his life up here through balcony and onto point. Remember, TJ dies, so he's no longer here. Take him out of this. They see him. They see him on top party, so they are hesitant to run through spawn. He hops on point because he realizes, oh, we have 2 ticks. If we triple stack it, ticks are gone. We'll get it. Watch how he plays his life here. He's in bottom tools. He realizes, nobody's going to chow me. Let's pop out top party. Number 5 up here, he gets 1. He jumps right back out of 10 and goes right back onto point and gets the 3rd tick.
He gets the hottest player on the map right now, Clayster.
And that, I think that just secures the win for him. I think that play in the back from Ghosty secured that win.
That was huge. So OpTic won another, they won their offense, huh?
Yeah.
Want to make sure they've cleared everything out.
Let's see.
Got their eyes.
Sandy's in a very powerful position here.
Yeah, if Sandy makes a bad choice running out there, I think if he stays in that room. Oh,
It worked okay.
I'll stop talking.
He gets dashy too.
Oh, okay. Standy went big right there though.
Force around 5.
Standy again gets one on the hipfire cheese once again. Temp gives him the firing, like the cover fire.
Their doors.
Yep.
Is that Chauncey?
Alright.
So it was 2 defensive wins, and then it was 2 offensive wins? Is that how it works?
That's what it looks like, yeah. Temp had a good
Top
series.
balcony is... Top balcony is such a strong position.
Top Balk or top tower? Or you mean top party?
Yeah, top
Yeah,
balcony.
yeah.
That grill area when spawn trapping.
So good.
11, basically 12 seconds left.
Standy's getting mixy in this map. You gotta give a little bit of credit.
Goes.
But, wow. See, that is there's a huge...
Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. They got B. I was like, why are they not hopping on point? I thought B was their final point, but they have to get A here, okay.
There's a huge difference between what Ghosty did and what Clayster does here. Clayster's presence up here means nothing to OpTic. They know he's up here. They don't care. They do not care because they know they're getting that point. They don't care about him right now. They know he has to retreat. It's like situational. Like I'm not taking anything away from Clayster. Clayster is one of the smartest players we have in the league. Like he's just a brilliant COD mind. Oh, the temp play, yeah. Oh my god, the temp play. That's gotta be. I mean, yeah, and then he just snakes Dashy out of the. Like Dashy just runs away. He's like, nah, I'm not even interested anymore.
Well, you got at least 3 there.
I think he got 4. I'm not even gonna lie. I think he might have got 4.
He might have got 4. Snap. Oh.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
yeah.
that wins him the round.
So Clayster kind of makes a bad play right here, but Temp. 1 up top.
Okay, he gets Dashy. He gets
2.
He gets Ghosty. Oh no, he gets shot.
3.
Does he get
4.
Ghosty? He does. Oh my god, that is 4.
And then he keeps Dashy off the point too because he snakes him off.
He gets a team wipe and valuable time because there's only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, like that extra 5 seconds Dashy has to run around the pool. Like that is a lot of time.
I mean, if Dashy can kill him, it's 4v10, but it's 4v3 on the map. They might be able to throw a push at it. But
Yeah, at that point, OpTic's playing Search. It's just really hard.
But that might have opened up a big push for OpTic to hit, but being down so many lives is not
Yeah, I don't even think OpTic ends up finding a kill right there at the end.
I mean, that just tells you how big that Search and Destroy went.
Yep. And it really is unfortunate for Legion because if this team, I'm gonna pause right here and just say this. If Vegas Legion was a better respawn team, they could be a top 4 team in the league. Their Search and Destroy is unbelievably scary to play against.
I mean, but they lost the Search.
Yeah,
So it's like
but like all year, I guess
all year, yes.
I don't
all
know.
Year they have
It's
so
been
strong.
different though with Standy though. I feel like they're actually not great at Search with Standy.
Standy's the guy they needed for respawn. He's the perfect fit for respawn.
So I guess
He's
you can't even
just one
really,
of those players.
yeah, you can't even really give them the Search bailout anymore. They just have to be better overall. Like this is their
TJ
best.
Is incredible on Search.
Yes, yeah, TJ is a Search star for sure. But
TJ and Clay.
I will say, this is probably Vegas's best outing in a best of 5 series in the last 3 stages. This is the most competitive they looked against a top team.
I mean, their last.
They beat FaZe though, I
online
guess.
Qualifiers. They went 4-1. They beat Toronto.
They beat FaZe at one point too, I think.
I can't remember when. I mean, I remember them going 4-1 last qualifier, and they lost to Florida. So it's like they
Maybe
could have been 5.
maybe it's Ultra I was thinking about, but either way, yeah. I think they really showed how good they can play right here, and if they put this kind of performance into anybody except OpTic, I think they take the series. And they probably should have beat OpTic here, as we'll see in the end of this video.
89-15, by the way.
89-15 to start
89-15.
this hard point, and this is pretty much what OpTic likes to do on Hotel. They like to how do you say this nicely, piss slam the other team. So let's go ahead and
Clayster, 2-6 already.
Yep.
Also, 15 seconds already gone. Vegas Legion have been nowhere near.
Standy unfortunately gets spotted.
Breaking from threes.
The trades are in. Dashy gets a double trade.
8-2 from Dashy already.
This is the map. Dashy was pretty quiet, but he was loud at the same time.
And they go 100 up. 100 up on Legion here.
Yep. So they do hold the rest of that kitchen. For some reason, Legion looks like they're going through Diner. Oh, next pops on Diner. Okay.
So Legion get 30 on that P. RP5 actual P4.
So
Place of 3 then.
150 to 45.
Big 4 piece from Legion. They're able to get some time on that restaurant point.
This is where it starts.
Oh yes.
This is where OpTic starts to lose the grip.
They have position on platform.
Really good play from TJ here. I'm really just impressed with TJ's respawn lately.
But why is Hook pushing that?
No, yeah, and Shotzi goes crazy. So right here,
Right.
Standy, what the fuck are you doing? So Clayster dies. Shotzi gets out. Donnie ends up almost frying him. Hook saves his goddamn life. Shotzi gets up here, and he literally does nothing besides be a thorn in their side. They know he's up here. They nade him out. They get him out of there. But that's exactly the time and point. They get 4 dead or 3 dead. Hook gets 2. Almost gets 3, but that's the exact time and point that Vegas Legion gets the grip on the game. OpTic starts letting it slip.
I understand trying to get kitchen control going into this point, but I don't understand pushing it that hard. They could have waited for Vegas to come from them, from restaurant to kitchen, and then kind of played cat and mouse with it.
Yeah.
But they try to push kitchen, and then they both end up, well, Shanti goes big. If Shanti doesn't go big, like, that could have been so much worse. But Hook dies. I think Dash goes back there, he dies.
Standy big right there.
I don't understand why they played so aggressive in kitchen.
No, and I agree with you. I think it just goes back to Vegas is kind of, they don't know how to close a respawn out. You know what I mean?
OpTic gave them a chance.
OpTic's a very good team at closing games out and making comebacks if they're down. Vegas is the opposite, so it's kind of like not cat and mouse, it's like yin and yang. The matchup here is almost polar opposite playstyles.
Oh yeah. OpTic's never out on the map, and now we're getting into Search and Destroy, the fifth round.
And we'll see here. I think this is where Hook should get TJ. Yeah. So we get bombed down. Temp does get a great timing. Hook with a great trade.
Right here, the timing.
The timing. So if he, I want to look at that. If he stays laying down right here in luggage, TJ has no plans on stopping. He's going to keep walking forward. He needs to wait 1 second longer and TJ's in sight behind that door. He just barely, like 1 millisecond before, stands up and starts sprinting, and he just barely loses that split second to win the gunfight.
And then Vegas are up. Vegas are up 3-2. OpTic wins around. It's tied again.
Nice first blow, but because you have the sniper.
Eubanks with the boomstick. He loves this thing. Boom.
I love the boomstick frames. I mean, he's 35 on the boomstick on this map, so it's not paying off as much. But if he, right here, like, how is that miss?
Gosh.
Oh well, this is Stanley's 1 and 5.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Back it up, no.
Hold on. I want to do something.
Oh, slow down. Like this, if you...
Guys.
Like, where's that going?
It's mine.
Down 2.25. Quarter of a second. Oh, okay.
No! He shoots!
But he flicks!
Wait,
Holy crap,
this is where he
flicks on him.
shoots. He just shot right here.
Oh my gosh.
Did he not?
I mean, that puts it to a 2-3 if he hits that shot. 2v3.
Guys, I think he got joked right there.
2v3 and OpTic doesn't have bomb down.
Yeah, that one's really crazy. I think Clayster did hit that shot. I think the game's like hit reg just didn't register it off the flinch.
Oh my gosh. That could change the entire course of this game.
Yeah, if
dude.
Vegas wins this round, because Vegas, spoiler alert, doesn't win this round. If they win this round, it could very well turn into a different map.
4v3. Holy crap.
So yeah, as we see,
And then he's having a heater.
we don't want to talk about it too much. He goes down 1-6, so it's 4-3. Standy's having a rough search.
A little bit.
Clayster not having the best of rounds
Top
either,
3 team
really.
league. I mean, they're playing the top 3 team.
Yeah, you
Top
can't
two.
be too critical. I mean, Vegas was not supposed to be close in this series. If anything, this made OpTic look worse.
With it. There.
Shotzi makes a great play there. Their SMGs come in huge.
Really good.
Ghosty ends really good. Hook ended up getting another one before that.
Like, oh gosh, how do you...
Yeah,
How do you snap like that?
yeah.
I just...
So yeah,
My
Shotzi
mechanical skills are not that good.
Shotzi gets that one right here. This is what that death skull is. Shotzi gets that one. He ends up shooting, and Hook steals the kill or whatever. But I want to like look at this. Like right before Ghosty does this, Hook gets a guy P5. He gets another.
He does. And then
Just
a shot on him.
Just a nasty cyclone turn on him, dude. Just 180. Hey, how are you? You know, type thing.
On P4 for you guys, bomb is going down. Ghosty is not
So this is 5-4. Vegas probably, yeah, Vegas takes this one. Nothing too much to talk about. It's just Vegas outplayed him here. Pretty much. Gunny was better. Play call was better.
That was a big kill from standards.
Yeah.
2v3 is possible. 1v4 not possible.
2v3 is very possible. You're right.
They're willing to go full of beefy here.
But they end up getting him. So we go round 5 here. Or no, round 11. Game 5, round 11. And I'm gonna stop it before it goes.
I mean, Clayster with a sub.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. We're talking Grayster over here. So
Oh, Clayster's dead.
so
See how that happened.
what we're looking at right now.
Oh gosh.
What we're looking at is a 4v3 OpTic Texas versus Vegas Legion, round 11, game 5. There are 2 on A. One is in bottom bed. OpTic has a guy in top. No, that is bottom. So that's down behind. But we have who's number 8?
Back flat,
Yeah, that's. But I
OpTic
think
has
that's.
a guy top bed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Shotzi's number 2. So someone's up top bed right above TJ here, and we have Temp
It's
on
Ghosty is
P5
up top.
or P4.
Ghosty's up top.
Ghosty up top. Yeah, number 1. It looks like you're right.
P5 for the memes, but
Yeah, it's an inside joke. You guys wouldn't understand. But so we have two guys on OpTic in kitchen looking at absolutely nothing. So you guys probably heard about it on Twitter. You guys heard about it on the interviews and all that. OpTic has zero idea where the bomb is. Shotzi 100 million% thinks that the bomb is still on what does he think, B, or no, does he think A?
yeah, he thinks like catwalk kitchen connector.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah,
I don't know.
it's
In that
because
area.
but I think Clayster died over here.
I'm
And
not sure. I missed the series. I don't know where Glazer died at.
either way, the play call was bomb on B, I think is what the play call was, which made number 3 and number 4, Dashy and Hook, sit inside of kitchen while Vegas was on A. So this is the setting the table for it. We have a guy on catwalk as well.
Is Temp the normal bomb carrier for Vegas? Like I feel like I've never seen that.
Temp usually,
like,
I think I usually see Standy and Tej take it.
Yeah, normally I don't know.
So
I feel like an AR with a bomb is a little.
So Clayster actually might have had the bomb
Still.
maybe, and then died over here, and then when he died, maybe he thought Shotzi thought everybody rat back. So the reason I keep bringing up Shotzi thinks is because he did an interview after the game. He said that he 100% thought they were going to hit B and the bomb was going to be on B. He did not have any idea that Temp had the bomb in his hands. So once we get to the end, there'll be more context and everything. But let's play this out right here, 4v3. Let's start it.
We'll back him down.
TJ running through, gets great timing on Ghosty, makes it a 3v3. Standy finds another, makes it a 2v3.
And this fight right here.
Hook goes huge.
Standy wins that.
Hook goes insane. If Standy wins that fight, yes. If Standy wins that fight, this round's over.
No doubt in my mind, Standy wins that fight. Temp plants A.
Yep,
Instantly.
100%. 100%. The reason I don't think he plants it A is because Standy dies, and I think he thinks Hook is going to wrap through here and wrap through back reception, back Shandy. So they think going through bedroom into B is a great play because they'll play, like kind of like a clockwork rotation. Like the hands on a clock would go. OpTic would go around here while they rotate around here. So they just never see each other. Is what I'm guessing they thought. Other than that, I have no idea. Look at the minimap, guys. Tell me why we're not planting A. In what situation are we not planting A here?
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. It ends up being really weird.
Instead of pushing forward, Hook backs up.
So as you guys see, Donnie decides to go through couch. He comes through hot tub with TJ and falls right into Dashy's hands. And as they find out, bomb drops right there.
Hook doesn't push forward, Dashy doesn't follow, and they run right into Dashy.
So that's how the OpTic Vegas Legion series went. A lot of people would say Vegas maybe deserved that one, and a lot of people may say that I would agree. But nevertheless, they did lose. OpTic ends up getting an extra 10 points on their standings list.
They were already clinched to make it the champs anyway, so no big
Yep.
deal except for getting ahead of Thieves.
Yep, they just want to keep their 2 seed, and honestly are probably working toward a 1 seed in order to face Rocker and Champs. Rocker or Breach, they don't really want to have to face Surge or Subliners if one of them ends up faltering a little bit.
I don't think you want to face Breach either.
Yeah, I mean,
I think whoever you play 8th seed is definitely the matchup you want.
Yeah, I guess if Vegas or Rocker, but I feel like OpTic does better against better teams, though, is my opinion. They always feel like they turn it up better against Thieves, better against FaZe.
Vegas is a good team right now.
They are for sure. And we cannot even really talk about Breach. We got rid of Nero. We haven't seen Breach without Nero ever. He's been on the Breach this whole time.
They're kind of a wild card right now.
So we see Vivid coming back in for Nero, which is almost literally a parallel universe trade. And they both play way too fast and get a lot of kills, but don't really play together with anybody. So
And
we'll
yeah,
we'll
they
see.
replace him with a faster guy of Crimp.
Yeah,
I mean, he's they're all three of them should be starting somewhere.
agreed.
Like,
They're all talented
really
enough.
good.
But that whole team is made up. They're made up of 4 Slayers. They're not made up of a team, you know. So, I think it'll be interesting. Obviously, we don't even really count the bottom 3 teams in the league anymore. It's kind of unfortunate to say, but let's be honest. I mean, we're not going to see Florida make a push for champs. We're not going to see Gorillas, and Ravens actually are ineligible, and I think Gorillas are as well.
Gorillas get 3-0 today from FaZe.
Gorillas, yeah, the Gorillas phase match, we didn't really feel like we needed to talk about because it's kind of like, we don't really want to talk down on anybody that hard. Like, Gorillas obviously are put in a really tough situation this year, and they're just kind
FaZe
of...
are one of the best teams in the league still, obviously. So
Yeah,
it's a tough matchup for Gorillas.
And I know it was kind of an Alec redemption series, and Alec needs his flowers. Alec had a very good series. He had a very good series. He was their best player. So I think the Gorillas need to make it through this year. Hopefully they get signed by some other organization, and that whole team ends up keeping their contracts, and nobody gets fucked over too hard. I do think they need to make roster changes either way, but I don't want anybody to get fucked over like that, because a parent company pulling out of a whole organization like that, that's not cool to have players' contracts be, destroyed because of that.
Unfortunate. Then we go to OpTic, Vegas, game 2. Obviously, OpTic just won that match.
Yep. Yeah, that was...
They're pushing closer.
And,
that's a huge
yeah,
loss for Vegas.
I was going to bring that
loss.
up. Vegas really, really wants that win.
Especially because Rocker has 2 home games tomorrow.
Yeah, Rocker's playing with the home buff again. It's hard to see them losing with that.
That's so... I don't understand why they're doing... Like, I understand why they're doing it, but it's an unfair advantage for Rocker.
It is, but you gotta think, it's Rocker pulling out of their own pocket to put this on. Like anybody could do it.
But like, other teams are willing to do it because aren't they that they're getting paid from Rocker to come do it, aren't they?
I think
they would have to.
I think they get like a little bit of money. Yeah,
some type of payment.
I would guess so.
Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I just I hate putting the blame on Rocker here because teams like FaZe, teams like OpTic, I mean, even Thieves, like, they have the money. They have enough money to be putting these events on, putting the LAN weekends on, and that kind of thing. They just they don't do it. And that's up to them, or whatever, but Minnesota decided they wanted to do it this year, and I think that's pretty cool of them. It allows fans to get in there more, the scene gets more involved, it's good for the league, I feel like.
They do get more involved, but I feel like it's a little unfair that not everyone's doing it. And maybe it's just a smart move by Rocker.
That's all I see it as. I do see where you're coming from, though.
I mean, they get Royal Ravens a tune-up for then Breach later in the day, which couldn't be more perfect for them.
Yeah, and their LAN series matches have not been hard, so I don't know. I
mean, Vegas have the hardest schedule, and they need to try to beat Rocker, who is getting home matches right now. It's not gonna happen.
Their easiest match is Rocker, and it's just like,
yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I feel pretty bad for Legion. They're put in a really tough spot. They've obviously never been to a tournament in their lifespan, and this was probably their best opportunity to do it, and they kind of got messed up by the schedule. They got OpTic. I think it's Rocker next, maybe.
No, they get OpTic, and then they have New York tomorrow.
New York tomorrow.
Just came off of a great series, or major. And then they have Rocker.
And Vegas does not match up well with New York.
And then Vegas has Surge. Like, they have...
And they play FaZe. They play FaZe right in there somewhere, too, right after that.
Let's see here.
or they play Thieves or
I
something.
think that's it. They play
Okay.
Seattle, Rocker. Oh no, they do. They play FaZe on May 12th.
Yeah,
Next Friday.
I remember one of them in the Thieves
Yeah.
or Phase was in there.
So it's like they have the hardest schedule coming up, and they have to make the most amount of points. So, I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot by not doing well in the winners bracket last term.
Yeah.
Last
100%.
major. But they isn't this a rematch? New York Subliners versus Vegas in the first round of Major 4.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
So that's tomorrow, right?
That is tomorrow, Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
1:30. In between the Rocker ones.
yeah. So, yeah, it'll be
And
fun.
tomorrow, Ultra versus Thieves. Ultra looked really good today.
I think people have been sleeping a little bit on Ultra. They had a really bad land performance, so I think they kind of wrote them off a little bit. Actually, not a little bit, but way too quick. I mean, we're talking about a major 3 champion team, and a team that's in 4th in the CDL standing. They're no slouch of a team. They have the talent. Scrap is he's an unbelievable talent, something we haven't ever seen before. He talks the most shit, but he will back that thing up, you know? He's got that gunny.
He owned up to it today too with the interviews.
Yeah, I
We
heard
were
that,
losing
yeah.
a lot, so I couldn't talk. But now that we're gonna start winning, we could talk a little bit.
They're
Especially if they win against Thieves tomorrow. I mean,
tomorrow is a big series, and it's a big series for both of them. And they're only playing for seeding right now. Both those teams are making it to champs, but they're playing for seedings, and they're very close. I mean, if Toronto takes the series next, they're tied at 3rd place. So, that depends, or that determines if they play Subliners, they play Surge. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather play Surge.
I would rather play Surge too. I definitely would rather play Surge.
Yeah, New York just has more raw talent, and the pop-off potential is way higher than Seattle.
Both teams are a little unpredictable. Like, they both have superstars in Hydra and Pred. Like, either one could carry their team to a victory easily.
And they both have sidekicks like Kismet and Sib. Like, both teams have the 2 big guys, but you got the role players. Role players are, I feel like, the biggest X factors on teams. It's, everyone's like, oh, if their star player doesn't fire, they're probably not going to win. But no, it's not usually even that. It's if their role players aren't doing good, they're not winning.
Yeah, I think New York has more ways to win. Like, they can win with Hydra popping off.
Even they could
control, and then everyone else can struggle. Like, Priesta can struggle, and they can still win. Skies can struggle, they still can win. But if Mac struggles on Seattle, if Acme struggles, they can still win. But if Sib struggles, Mac and Sib, I feel like, are the key players. You're going to get yours from Pred, but Mac and Sib, if they go off, they're not going to lose.
No, yeah, 100%. I agree. I think those are the 2 X factors. I would honestly even say Mac is one of the sole X factors for that team. Because if you look at, KD, I mean, I know you don't really want to base shit off KD, but the matches that he has a positive KD or even an even KD, they are choke slamming teams. But if he goes like 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, what he tends to do sometimes, they're getting 3-0'd.
Yeah. If he gets goes at least even, if he goes 1.1, they're gonna win.
Yeah, and they're gonna win very easily too. That's the thing. That's why I think he's the X factor for them.
They're a good team, and accuracy's been having a very good.
Yeah, Lamar. He started really bad. I mean, I think you probably remember meter 1 through 3 or maybe even 2. I forget. The guy was dropping 0.6s consistently. He should have been dropped. They kept him, and now he's popping off. So
the last major, he showed why he's there.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
He's there for the vibes. He's the veteran, and he's not done. He's not done playing. He's a very talented player still. So I'm excited to see what Surge can do, because that team, the potential on that team is actually insanely exciting. It's just very disappointing when they can't put it together. It's hard to watch them.
So the games tomorrow, we got Rocker London early.
Yeah, it's pretty much not gonna watch.
Too much of a matchup, especially on LAN. Vegas, New York, good matchup.
Good matchup.
One that Vegas needs to win, especially since
Very
Rocker's
badly.
got a couple, got an easy one in the morning. And you got Rocker again against Breach, which Breach could easily win,
I'm
but I
gonna
wouldn't be
be
surprised
honest.
if Rocker.
I think I take Rocker in that.
Breach can outslay him and still lose. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the problem. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and Rocker's on home turf and land.
And then you have major momentum in the final match tomorrow between Ultra and Thieves.
And this could be a
Ultra.
very interesting match between Ultra and Thieves here, because obviously Thieves come off that last win off the major and they looked really good. Did they take their foot off the gas is the next question, because Ultra just looked really good in their last series. And they're ready to go again.
Thieves don't have the easiest. Okay. I mean, the first two matches, they don't have the easiest matchups. They have Ultra and New York, which could both be tough.
They've handled
But
New
then
York a lot this year, though.
Yeah, but then they have Florida, Minnesota, and Royal Ravens. Like the rest of their, like, the only time they're gonna lose is realistically this first matchup tomorrow against Ultra.
And Thieves looks dominant, don't get me wrong, but they're still in third place in the standings, you know. I mean, FaZe, their hot start really helped them.
But Thieves with one of the easier lineups, I would say, in Major 5, so
yeah.
they could make a push for that first seed.
If Thieves wins Major 5, we have to talk about Thieves being a dynasty.
They won it last year?
That would be multiple major wins for this year as well. They won a major last year, and then back-to-back won the champs. And then in this year, they won last major. If they win Major 5 and then win champs again, I think they have to be talked about in the OpTic dynasty conversation.
I mean, Draza's just having himself a year. I mean, this is a game.
What about Sam LaRue? I mean, that motherfucker.
No. For sure. But like this play style and game, I feel like fits Draza. I mean, Octane has really done. Like, the entire team has done well. Envoy did really well in start. He hasn't like popped off now, but that might be because Kenny is popping.
Yeah, I think if I were to guess, Envoy is the least safe on that team, but I don't think he's in danger. I don't think there's any sort of hot seat going on right now. I don't think they have any idea of changing. I think they're going to stick it out.
And then later in the series, we got bounty matches, so.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. And then Sunday, we have some good matches as well, if I remember right. Do you have the schedule up right now?
I do, yeah. We got Sunday. The first one's like, we got Florida Mutineers and Gorillas.
Yeah, I probably won't watch that one.
That probably doesn't matter in champs picture.
Yeah.
But then the next two, definitely, we got FaZe and OpTic.
That is a very big series.
And then, which OpTic have their number online at least.
Yep.
And in the last major, they took them out, right?
So, I mean, historically, ever since the CDLs became a thing, OpTic has pretty much been owning FaZe. I think there's something I think it's something in match count like 13-2 against FaZe.
And I think Shotzi is a big thorn.
I believe. I don't know if Shotzi's lost to FaZe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So then you got Atlanta versus Texas, and then the final match of the day on Sunday, which is, I mean, it's Thieves versus New York, which could go anyway.
I feel like that'll be a good series too if New York ends up playing.
This is a big weekend for Thieves because if they go 0-2, they're probably still going to end up 3-2 with the rest of the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But if they go 2-2, there's a good chance they go 5-0, which then could put them at #1 seed if they have a good major.
That is very interesting. Yeah, if Thieves roll in that champs tournament with #1 seed, it's gonna be pretty tough to take them out of it.
Yeah, and you want to play that 8 seed in champs. I feel like the top 7 teams I mean, Boston's only 10 points ahead of Minnesota right
And
now. So
I'm gonna be honest with you, Boston really doesn't look that good. Like they get a lot of kills, but they really don't win a lot of maps.
I think if they stick with one team through Major 5, just hold on to it, they could be dangerous. I think they need some uniform. They need to have a strict team to be able to make a run.
I think they just messed up early with doing the one-man changes. I think they needed to make a two-man change right off the bat. If they brought in Kremp and Beans together and let them build a team together, I feel like they could have been a very good team.
That could have been a good start. I don't really understand why they made the move though. I felt like Nero and Vivid were pretty good together.
Well, Zinni retired, so they had to bring someone in for him. So Beans came in for Zinni.
I understand. Yeah, I understand why Beans came in because they needed him.
Yeah, but
I
the
don't understand
Kremp
the
move,
sub.
the Kremp move was very lateral as well. Like he plays a lot like Nero and plays a lot like Vivid.
Yeah.
And then we're moving Nero out for Vivid. So we're pretty much just exchanging parallel pieces.
Those three are basically the same player.
They're all
fast-paced players.
Exactly. They're all pretty much the same player. That's their problem. They didn't change at all. There's a new player in their starting lineup now, but they didn't change anything.
They need a not a slow SMG, but like a more methodical around the map SMG, where they have like Nero was everywhere.
Yeah,
Vivid's everywhere, and Kremp is snappy.
I know there's not a lot of players like him, but if they had a player that plays like Simp is the unorthodox SMG of the league. That he doesn't fly around the map, but he is always ready for a gunfight, and he is very good at getting 2 to 3 pieces.
When he needs to, yeah.
But at the same time, he's not doing it by dolphin diving, D-hopping off rails and shit. He's doing it by having his gun up and knowing where everybody's going to be coming from. It's just, but his counterpart, his counterpart of BZ shows that it can be worked the other way too. Is movement-wise, like you can go crazy that way too. Like there's definitely both ways to do it, and they show that very well.
And I think BZ being that way has kind of forced Simp to be the other.
I agree. Yeah.
And it works. Because if you have both of them like that, then it's going to be very volatile where you could wipe out teams by being so fast and then slaying them out, which Boston can do, or you can't get wiped out by both of them playing so fast that they both die, and then if you both die, a control round is you're over.
Yeah.
You already lost.
I really think FaZe gets bailed out a lot by MC as well with how good he is. The SMGs making the mistakes sometimes that they do. Celine will clean up a lot better than Awakening could, I would say. But
yes, I mean Awakening he's a slayer.
He is, yeah. Awakening will get his kills, but he is very much known for kill whoring and not necessarily getting trades. And MC is the opposite. He'll always be there for his team.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I feel like definitely 1-2 seeds are ideal. So the top 4, I feel like, have a good chance of getting the top 2.
Yeah, and it's a close race still. Ultra is not out of the first place seed. I know some people may think that, but all it takes is FaZe to have a couple rough series and Ultra have a couple good ones online, and then they do the same thing on LAN, and they're right there in the first seed.
Yeah, I mean, the major, you get a lot more points doing the major, right?
Yeah,
so the major
and
is gonna
you
be
gotta
a big
think,
determining factor.
It's a Toronto major. It's in Toronto.
It is. That's good for them.
So
They can definitely get to a 3 seed, and probably even a 2. A 1's a long ways.
I really don't even. I don't know though. I know FaZe is up to above 300 now, so that is tougher. But
they're still 50 points behind because Ultra won today, right? So
they're still
250.
They're still 50. That is a lot of points. Yeah, that is a lot of points. So if first seed might be out of reach, second seed's still in reach. Especially with how OpTic looked today, it was a little disappointing to see. But hopefully they bounce back.
But Ultra plays Thieves this weekend.
Yeah.
That,
And then Thieves plays
Subliners.
Subliners.
Yep. Subliners, they could get in the top 4, but I don't think they can go much higher than that. So.
Yeah, I think Subliners they're not out of the conversation for third though.
They could probably get third if they have a good major, but
And
I don't think they're in the top 2.
they match
which
up
you really
really-
want to be in the top 2.
Yeah, but I mean, if they get third, they really match up good against Surge. They win their maps against Surge a lot,
That's true.
and I think they match up better to Surge than they do Ultra, obviously.
Yeah.
Because even if they poke their head into the 4th seed, that means Ultra would most likely have to drop down to 5. Either way, they're going to play each other again.
Yeah.
So if anything,
really
Subliners
matter,
has to get to third to do anything to make their life easier.
to improve their standings. But I don't know if LA is going to drop to 4. I don't think they can.
No, they look too
I
good right
think
now.
they're too good, especially with their schedule coming up. So.
Unless they just have a really bad weekend where they lose like 2 matches on the weekend, that could be pretty bad for them.
I
But
guess-
even then,
Who's OpTic? They got FaZe. They got Surge. Florida. Okay.
they tend to lose a
They beat
lot of
Vegas.
Florida matches for whatever reason. But yeah, Surge is not an
So-
easy map either, or match.
They could lose Florida, FaZe. They could lose Surge. They're probably gonna beat Florida.
Yeah, I don't think they can lose to Florida.
Unless Cap goes big, but
Well, especially without Havoc, actually, now. Yeah, I don't think they lose to Florida at all.
and OpTic gets the 280. Yeah, I think OpTic's pretty much a lock for the top 3 unless they go 2-1 out and Major 5. But
Yeah, I think that's pretty good stopping point for tonight. I would be down to do another show or whatever we want to call it tomorrow night after the matches, because there's some juicy ones. So we'll definitely be talking about the Thieves and the what do they play, the Ultra tomorrow, or do they play the Subliners?
let's find out here real quick. New York plays Vegas.
Oh, New York.
Thieves play Ultra.
Yeah, Thieves play Ultra. That's the one I wanted to. That's the one we'll probably watch the match highlights too while we're doing the talk show, kind of like we did with the OpTic Vegas one. I want to kind of try to pick out the best match of the weekend and do the match highlights for that one, talk over that one a little bit, and then kind of do something like this. In the future, I'll find more tabs of kind of interesting things on Twitter I found, maybe some drama, maybe some some clips or whatever I find tomorrow night. So we're gonna try to do that. Stay tuned and let us know the feedback. This is new to us. We've never done anything like this. We do stay up a little, every once in a while and do this kind of thing just on a call on Discord, not on camera or anything. We kind of just talk about COD. So we thought, why not just hit the record button, see what happens. So that's where we're at right now. We love talking about COD. We love playing COD. We love watching COD. So it's kind of something we like to do, and figured why not bring it to you guys. So
by no means are we professionals. But
nope.
We
And
watch a lot, and
yep.
we see a lot. So
yep, we've been watching the scene for a while, and like he said, we are not professional or challenger amateur players that are playing game battle or anything trying to get up there. We're not casual players. I'd say we definitely know the game. We're playing ranked and all that, but we appreciate the pro players for who they are. We're not the kind of players that are like, oh, put us in against Ravens, we're gonna slam them. No, we know we'd be getting 250 to 20 in a hard point, and so we know our spot. But we do feel like we know a little bit about COD, and I think our goal as a duo on this show or whatever is to bring. I don't know, without sounding arrogant as much as I can, bring our knowledge to you guys about the COD scene and what we know and what we kind of see throughout the matches and stuff. So that's what I think is
a
the
different
goal.
point of view.
Yeah, a different point of view, and you guys may see it one way. We may see a whole different thing. For example, IE is the whole ghosty thing on that Asilo control. I mean, a lot of people may not think that ghosty play is very big, but that ghosty play on party, getting that kill on party, and him playing his life and letting them know that he's still back there is very big. So it's just different points of view. People see different things. We think that we have a lot to offer, and here it is. So we're going to keep putting these shows out. We're going to come up with a name for it. I won't say this weekend, but by next weekend we're going to have a name for it. I promise you guys. I'll make that a thing. I'll start working on some thumbnails, some cover art. I'll get a picture from you, Casey, get a picture from me, do a little bit of Photoshop, and put it over like a map or whatever works.
Yeah.
Kind of make it a little series, and then I'll make a separate playlist for it too. Make a COD playlist. I got my reactions, my music video reactions, and I'll make a COD playlist as well. So stay in tune, and that's about it for tonight. We got another one dropping tomorrow. I don't know if I'll drop it tomorrow night, but I will definitely record it tomorrow night, and if anything, I'll drop my Saturday video Sunday, and then my Sunday video Monday. So whatever works out, there will be 3 videos dropped this weekend, and we appreciate you guys for watching if you guys made it this far. Really appreciate you guys for watching if you made it this far. But yeah. Anyways, you got anything else to say before we get out of here?
I don't have much, but I like talking COD and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully this can continue on.
Yeah, and let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Obviously I'm really paying attention to the feedback on this one because it's something I really like to do. It's one of my passions of mine. So let us know what you think of it, and if you want more, we'll bring you more. And I'm probably gonna bring you more even if you don't want it. So there we go. Anyways, we'll see you guys later, and have a good night. Peace.